Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the NWB Project. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just getting everything sorted on this end, making sure we are live. Just want to check the mics work as well, obviously. Might squeeze in a little bit further. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that is alive. Let's see if I can see it here. I want to make sure I can actually see it. Everyone can hear me. Let's have a looky-loo. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are live. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Looks like everyone can hear me. Looks like it's all working. Perfect. So just want to do a quick little intro video. Let everyone know what the NWB Project is all about. First off, this is day one. This is January 1st, 2022. One of my big commitments this year, and as part of the NWB Project, is going to be posting a video. They may not be live like this. I will try and do them live as much as possible, just because it's going to be a little bit easier long term, being able to just go live and have the content up there. They're going to be a lot of educational stuff. So the NWB Project itself is essentially, the NWB Project is me. It is my initials, NWB. It is my project. It's all about me, and it's about the journey I'm going on and what I'm learning and what I'm wanting to educate people with. And basically, I'm wanting to. I've reached a point in my life that I want to take back control. I've kind of been just running the gauntlet and kind of letting things wash over me the last few years. A lot of things going on in my personal life and family life and work and careers and stuff like that. I've been in and out of doing my own personal training. I've been working for other people. I've been selling houses, renting, moving, all sorts of stuff. COVID's gone on. The whole world's kind of gone batshit crazy. I've taken a big restock of my life and what I want to do and where I want to go, set myself new goals. Part of that is passing on a lot of the education and stuff I've learned over my 4 decades now that I've been on this crazy old planet. I'm wanting to pass on a lot of that education. Just feel like I want to teach people. I feel like I want to do something more with my life. Under the NWB Project, there's a bunch of sort of little side projects. The NWB Project itself is kind of the main sort of overall umbrella of what I'm wanting to do. It's going to have a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. It's going to have a lot of the ins and outs of what I'm doing, and kind of like my personal blog or video blog or whatever you want to call it, of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and where I'm going and what I'm achieving and wins and losses and things that are working and things that aren't, etc. Under that, the main things I'm working on, basically I want to work on the three main aspects of life. I want to improve my fitness, my health, want to improve my wealth, want to take back control of my finances. A lot of stuff kind of going crazy. Obviously with lockdown, I know a lot of people are struggling with money and stuff after lockdowns and COVID, and a lot of people losing businesses and stuff like that, and kind of looking long term, what I want to be doing. I want to set myself and my family up a little bit better for the future. And, obviously in 30 odd years, 30, 40 years, I'll be retiring. God only knows how long now. I want to make sure I'm set up, and I want to make sure my kids are set up, and I want to teach them a lot more about business and learning how to support themselves long term and be comfortable. And then obviously, so they've got health, wealth, and a lot of people call it mindfulness or well-being, or essentially my mental health. There's a lot of things, for those that know my history. I have suffered a lot of depression in the past. I have got a hold of that at the moment. I am on top of that, and something that that I'm very wary of, and I'm very wary in my boys and my kids, especially, keeping an eye out for that and watching for that in people I love and people that are around me. Using sort of my platforms to share things that I've felt have worked for me, but also just working on myself and making sure that it's going. So under those 3 platforms, under the health and the fitness side of stuff, I have what's called NWB Fitness. Essentially, it's my personal training. I'm trying to get that back up and going again. I used to be a face-to-face personal trainer due to time constraints with family and stuff like that, and sort of inconsistent incomes through the years. I didn't get a lot of support in the gyms I was working in either, in terms of help and support and growth and kind of keeping me on track for where I need to be. had a successful business, ran it for quite a while, but yeah, sort of fluctuations and stuff. I didn't get a lot of help, and yeah, there's a lot of issues going on there that they ended up going by the by. And I'm now working as a club manager still in fitness industry, but working as a club manager, which I absolutely freaking love. Amazing working with people and staying in it and seeing the help and giving help to even more people discovering fitness and health and discovering their own journeys. I want to get back into more of that. Obviously, face-to-face, definitely don't have time for that at the moment. But wanting to get more online training, programming for people, encouragement, just building up a community of people that want to just improve their health and improve their fitness and long-term, especially when you get into my age, things are starting to ache that have never ached before, and things aren't moving the way they're supposed to move, showing that even at, 40, I'm sort of only just getting into midlife now. Even at the age of 40 and onwards, you can turn your life around. You can do whatever you want with your fitness. There's nothing you can't reverse. There's nothing you can't at least improve your quality of life. So that's what the fitness side of stuff is going to be, teaching a lot of that sort of stuff, but also following my journey as I fix things, as I improve things, get rid of the beer gut and the dad bod, and get myself back to where I want to be with my fitness. Because I look at the old photos and videos of me when I used to train. I think, geez, I'd love to be back doing the 200 kilo deadlifts and the massive squats and the bench presses and the big fun movements and just enjoying the fitness side of stuff again. I want to get back into all of that. So that's the NWB Fitness. I also have what's called Six Figure Dads. Six Figure Dads is my finance side of things, where I teach people. It's where I'm going to be tracking and teaching specifically all the finance side of stuff. So building up passive incomes through things like affiliate network, affiliate marketing. Obviously, it kind of links back into the fitness side as well. The products that I'm selling and the services I'm selling through my online business of my fitness businesses. How I go about doing that, the systems I use for that, and how I develop my products and how I develop e-products and stuff like that. You can very quickly turn businesses around and use things like affiliate marketing, where you're even selling products and it's a whole range of stuff. But I'm going to go into that in the Six Figure Dads. As the name suggests, it is primarily targeted at dads. I'm a dad. I know what dads are after. I know what dads need. I know what I know what it's like coming from a dad background. It's not really much point in me trying to teach, busy mums how to make money, because I'm not a busy mum, but can't relate to it as much. But yeah, Six Figure Dads. The other thing, the goal that I'm setting myself, which is a very lofty goal, as the name would suggest, I am looking at six figures. That is my goal, is to get my yearly income to six figures, not just like my 9-to-5 job aside, just off my the businesses and the passive incomes and the side hustles and stuff that I start through Six Figure Dads. I'm going to be using that. I want them to get to six figures as a whole, not just as one business, but as an overall, which is extremely achievable. I've seen thousands and thousands and thousands of people do it, and I'm going to be following a lot of the stuff that I've done before and implementing a lot of stuff. A lot more action is being taken this year, you'll notice. And then wellness. So wellness is a bit of a holistic approach. There's a lot of stuff covered under wellness, health, wellness, mental health, wellness side of stuff. It's going to be chasing a lot of my projects, my personal projects, my passions, my things like my photography, my art, music, the things I find fun and the things that the good R&R and the release for me. So there's a few things there I want to tackle. I want to get back into a lot more of my art and my drawing. I want to get back into my photography. I haven't done any proper photography. I've got a bookcase here that is full of, there's about 30 odd film cameras in there that I love using. I haven't touched one of them in over 18 months. There's camera case, camera equipment down here, everywhere. Like I have bags and bags and bags and cameras all over the shop. I have a container, plastic tub, film developing equipment and camera gear and props. And so there's a lot of camera gear that I haven't used in a very long time. I want to get back into getting some focus. I want to get back and using a lot more of that and getting a lot more of my photography and my passion projects back. I know I miss a lot of that. I don't put enough time into myself. I want to get back into a lot more reading. I need to finish off his books. I got 2 of them for Father's Day. I'm halfway through this one. Started in lockdown, towards the end of lockdown, started it, got really stuck into it. Probably read the most I've read in a long time out of a book. Lockdown ended, went back to work, haven't been able to pick it up since. But I've got these are the other two that I'm doing. So another Tony Robbins and not related, but Mel Robbins, the 5-second rule. Again, a lot of mental health kind of stuff as well. I know Tony Robbins is known for a lot of NLP type stuff back in the day. He doesn't do as much of that these days. He's done his own kind of variations and stuff. But a lot of mental strength stuff and knowing your worth and knowing where you want to go to. And that's where a lot of this is coming from. A lot of the tactics and the tips and tricks I've gotten out of his book and watching a lot of his videos and seminars and stuff like that has pushed me to really make a change. And it's something that I'm very passionate about this year, is taking a lot more action. It's one of the things that he said in one of the audio books of Tony Robbins that I've got, that he says, everyone always says knowledge is power, but knowledge isn't power. Because how many times do you learn something and go to a seminar or learn an online course, something like that, and never put it into action? Knowledge is good, and knowledge is useful, and knowledge can be implemented. But the action is power. Taking drastic action is where the power is. That is where you get your strength from. That is where you see results. Knowledge is great, but without action, it's nothing. You can see people that have absolutely no knowledge, no education, and then go out and, start a lawn mowing business. It doesn't take education to that. You know how to push a mower. You can go and start a business. You can start earning money. You can change your life. You see people that have no knowledge about fitness, but they know they need to eat better. They cut out the rubbish food and they go for a walk twice a day or once a day. They make a change in their life because they've taken action. They haven't had the knowledge to do it, but they've taken the action. And that's one big thing I'm passionate about, and one thing that I'm really wanting to do this year is take a lot more action. So these live videos, I'm going to be doing these every day. I think I will probably stick to lives just because there's no editing, and I don't have an excuse of, it'll just sit in the queue and I'll edit it, and then something happens and I don't edit it. If I do it live, it's recorded, it's up. I'm going to get better at speaking as well. I know these videos are going to be absolutely horrendous to start with. I'm quite aware of that, and I'm happy for that, because I want you guys to see the very raw me, the very raw journey that I'm going on, starting from dead scratch and working my way up, and working my way to where I want to be and getting my life and my basically everything, my health, my life, my body, my finances, my everything. I want to get it all up to scratch. So stick with me. It's going to be a fun journey. It's actually going to be quite interesting to see where this goes. I'm really curious to look back on this video in, January 1st to 2023. God, that's scary to say. Look back on this video, in 12 months' time and see exactly what's changed, seeing exactly what's happened and what's changed in my life over the last 12 months. Because I know when I've taken action before, the last time I really took massive action was when I left my job of 12 and a half years that was a 6-figure job. I left that for 12 and a half years to start a personal training business and work for myself on an absolute, not on a whim, but it was the last time I took massive action, and it changed my life. I've been happier. I've dealt with things better. I've faced different problems and different challenges, but I've overcome every single one of them. And that's what I want to share with you guys. And that's what I want to learn and learn more of and teach you guys, and hope you guys get something out of this. So these videos, NWB Project videos, are going to be updates on how I'm going across the whole 3 things. General, just daily blogs, daily video logs of what I'm doing and how I'm going and how I'm feeling and what's happened and what hasn't happened and where I've succeeded and where I failed. And yeah, we'll have some fun with it, guys. I really hope to get feedback on these. I'd love to hear what you guys want to hear about. If there's something that I've touched on a video, or something you want to hear more about from one of my other topics, or something particular you want me to cover in what I'm doing, or find out more about, please comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video down the bottom. I'd love to get as many people on here as possible and start building up a really cool community about this. And I want to see your journeys, guys. If you're doing something similar, send me links, put links in the comments. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what your challenges are. Tell me what your goals are for this year. Tell me where you're aiming to go. And I'd love to follow along with your projects as well, and your challenges and your changes that you're looking for 2022. So stay tuned, guys. I really look forward to seeing you all in here and building community up. Talk to you soon.